Remember to mute your microphone when not speaking to minimize background noise. And if you can turn on your cameras, it will allow you to fully benefit from the event. Please remember to keep your answers brief so that everybody gets a chance. And again, if you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, please participate. Answer the questions in the comments, and we'll be together during this event. Okay, we have an icebreaker now. We have a magic wheel. Rono, can we see the wheel? Okay, we're going to spin it and it will land on a category. And whoever's turn it is, you tell us something about yourself in the category that you get, then pick the next person. So I'll go first. Can you spin the wheel, Rono, please? Oh, hobbies or interests. Oh gosh, I don't really have any hobbies. My hobbies are work. And let's see, I'm interested actually in science, the universe, learning about the universe and things like that. I think that's really cool. So who am I going to pick next? Let's see. Let's go with Barry. All right. You're muted, Barry.
All right, that should be better. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so what happened with the wheel? It was there a minute.
Tell us about a dating experience, even first date. There it is. Favorite date, worst date, funny story.
Well, it's been a minute. Let's see, maybe a minute and a half, actually. Not a lot of good dating experiences, actually. A few memorable ones. It's rather sad territory that I try to put out of my mind.
Well, we're here to bring it back.
Oh boy, thank you very much. Try to forget that crap. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have not had good dating experiences, and it's been a long time.
Have you had a funny date?
Let me think.
It's been that long, Barry?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, girl, it's been too damn long.
You could lie to us. We'd never know.
God.
It is already pretty funny. So.
Yeah, it's actually a tragic comedy.
Are you a monk?
No, God, I'm more of a monkey than a monk.
I think maybe it'd be easier. I think maybe it'd be easier if, Barry, you just tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, let's do that instead. The dating thing has not been fun. So I'm a writer, comedian, comic strip creator, been unemployed, self-employed. I sell stuff on Amazon. I'm kind of a mongrel. I'm a mutt. The past year, I would say, has been a period of intense growth. It's been very challenging, more than I can say in this short time. It's been really hard. I mean, really a very difficult, ever since the beginning of the year, and for about 21 to 22 has been really tough. I'm very committed to finding my future wife. I can say that. I've been committed to that for many years, and I'm not willing to settle for less than that. I've been on Plenty of Fish for like 3 or 4 years, and it's always mismatches. I haven't had a stitch of luck on words to the wise, folks. I don't recommend Plenty of Fish. It is a terrible dating site. It's like the dating site from hell. Liars and self-deluders and just neurotic, crazy, strange people. Beware. So anyway, that's me. That's a little bit about me.
Okay, you got to pick somebody to go next.
Yes. How about Elisa? Is it Elisa? There she goes.
Your turn, Elisa.
That is very funny. It is totally true. No, I don't have like a bitter dating experience. I used to be married for a long time, and after that, I dated. I know that what can I share? That you truly have to know what you want to meet in a partner, and then you meet the right person. I always, I know now that I always wanted the wrong things, and I always got what I wanted, but it was a wrong thing. But the funny thing I can say, and you can hear my accent, and I came from, long time, but my accent is still, here. I can tell you, I can share. I dated one guy. A pretty good guy, very good. We had funny experience, and then once his sister was visiting, and he shared with me later that she was shocked. She said, "You didn't tell me that you are dating Russian." That was such a shock for her, that was, I still, I still consider it so funny, not even mentioning that I'm not Russian and I came from Ukraine. So anyway, the whole thing is very funny. So maybe we will go with Roberta.
Okay, so I like to date. Are we back onto the dating? No. Some hobbies or interests. It's funny. I was thinking the other day, I need some hobbies, something to do. After work. Some hobbies that I like to do. I started playing some pickleball, not too often, but something with sports I want to start doing, getting more exercise. Interests. I forgot who said it, but talking about the universe and stuff. I love being on YouTube. And I could sit there for hours, literally, and just search something, and then something else comes up, and you learn so much. When people speak to me, they say, "Geez, you know so much." Just because I know I'm on YouTube constantly, so it's like little snippets. So my hobbies, interests, I like to learn new things, and that's some of the things I like to do. Sports a little bit, and learning new information. And I will pick Mary White.
Hi, guys. Do I need to say all of that stuff? Okay, where did it go? My computer keeps... Okay, so I think I got all that. So my age is, today is my Hebrew birthday.
Oh,
Do you guys... So I went to the Kabbalah Center before I ever came to B'nai Baruch, and they told me that I'm a Gemini. I was born right on the cusp I was born on May 19th after sunset. So I just happened to be born after sunset, which made me a Gemini. And then they told me that my Hebrew birthday, because they go by the moon cycle, is today. Sivan 10 is my Hebrew birthday. So if I was born in Israel, today's my birthday, you guys. So this is my birthday party. I didn't get a birthday party on my other birthday. And I just turned 47 and 47 laps around. What was the other one? Major. I'm in school right now. I'm studying to be a social worker. What else was it? Job. I have a part-time job in customer service because I'm going to school full-time. What were the other questions, you guys? Help me out.
Your cat's name.
My cat, this is Bear. He's my emotional support cat. And I have another one over there, but he's slightly feral and he's very sweet and beautiful. I don't remember what the other questions were, but I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having this party on my birthday. My Hebrew birthday.
Your social security number.
That
was the other question.
Okay, so I can totally relate to Barry. I won't answer. I can totally relate to what you said about dating. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with us people who are study at B'nai Baruch that we're very selective. Maybe. Anyway, I can totally relate to you, and Roberta, I can totally relate to you wanting a hobby. I'm also looking for hobbies, and there on Facebook there are groups, and there's one group for girls that hike, and there's a couple groups for girls who hike and explore and stuff. And if you're interested in doing something communal and outdoorsy for the summer, just throw that out there. So thanks, guys. Okay, next. Has Nina gone? No, because I got here on time, right? Nina, go.
Okay. I have a lot. I have these interests. They change periodically. I used to really like playing volleyball. Recently, I got into pickleball, like Roberta. I really love it. I can't wait to play again. I like psychology, spirituality, stuff about the universe, just learning a lot of new things. I also like to write. I write poetry, music. I won't go on. I'll let other people speak, but thank you. Stephanie, I don't think we heard from you. Can you speak?
Okay. Okay, my personal job info, I'm a direct care support professional. My hobbies?
Age.
My age,
job.
I'm 44. I'm a direct support professional. I'm have a high school diploma only. That's about it. I have a high school diploma, I'm a direct support professional. I'm 44 years old. That's about it. I'm an Aquarius. That's what I have to say. That's all there was that I have to answer.
Okay, you pick somebody else now.
How do let me look. I pick Rob. No, Linda.
I went already, so pick somebody else.
Solon.
I don't think she's able to speak.
Who else? Let me see.
Maybe Susie.
Susan. Nancy Wonder.
Okay, this was my first date, and I'm almost 6 feet tall, and my mommy said you can't date anybody shorter than you, but he was like a foot shorter than me. And I remember we went to the drive-in. Oh, I'm Susie from Arizona. And you know how you're so nervous on your first date and stuff. And I was like sitting up, but in order for him to put his arm around me, I had to like squinch down, you know, and I was so uncomfortable, but I was so nervous I didn't say anything. I was almost crippled, couldn't walk, because I just would not say, hey, just let, I need to sit. I mean, it's crazy, craziest dating thing. And that's what started me off, and it kind of went downhill from there. Okay, I've got to put it where I can see people. Let's see. Did Dan go?
Not
Dan.
yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
Dan.
So free category. Say something fun about myself. I like to garden. I remember, you know, I started gardening a couple years ago, and I really got going. I think I put down 200 feet of tomato plants or something like that. Because, you know, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right? And then I thought, like, everybody would want tomatoes, and I had so many that I think, you know, I didn't know what to do with them. I think I like put them over on the neighbor's house and stuff. They probably just threw them out, didn't know what was going on.
Okay,
Anyway.
thank you, Dan. I know we didn't get around everyone, and sorry about that, but time is really moving on. So if we can hang on, that's better. Okay, that was great, friends. Just a second, I got a little technical difficulty here.
We have some announcements and reminders. We're trying to create a supportive environment where we connect above differences, stay on topic, no criticism, avoid politics. Remember to mute your microphone when not speaking to minimize background noise. And if you can turn on your camera, it will allow you to fully benefit from this event. Please remember to keep your answers brief so everyone gets a chance to speak. And again, if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, please participate, answer questions in the comments, and we'll be together during this event.
Okay, thank you, friends. Oh. Yeah. Right, yeah. Sorry, my screen went blank and everything. Okay. That was great, friends. Like we said before, we meet every Thursday, 6:30 p.m., so make sure you leave that time open. We'll probably be talking about this topic for the next few weeks at least, since there is a lot to cover. So definitely come back again next week. Like we said last time, at the root of reality, everything is one. Everything in the universe is connected. There is no object or being that is separate from the rest. We are tied together by invisible strings in a network. If we start to become conscious and mindful of this network, of which we are all a part, and start to treat our connections with more importance and care, not only will our own lives improve, but we'll also greatly benefit this whole network. It's similar to a human body, where all the cells and organs are working together in order to benefit the whole body. Similarly, a couple is one unit. Most relationships fail because of selfishness, wanting to receive for yourself at the expense of the other person. Instead, we need to learn to receive pleasure from giving to one another. We are programmed to receive pleasure. It's our human nature. However, to the extent that I love the other person, making them happy should eventually bring me great joy and happiness. And guess what? If both people are working to make the other happy, then both will be happy. So this week, we want to give you another practical tip for better relationships.
Hello.
Hello. Making concessions. It might seem to us that conceding is a sign of weakness. If I give in and do what the other wants, I am supposedly weaker than them. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Concessions are a sign of wisdom and strength. Ultimately, we can never be happy if our aim is to fulfill ourselves. True happiness is achieved in concessions and giving, learning to enjoy from being able to give to the other. And we'll watch a video about that in a moment. Now, last time we saw a video about what is true love and whether love at first sight is real love. This time we'll see a video about what is family, and we'll talk about it afterwards. So let's pay attention and we'll have a round discussion shortly.
What is family? For birth, two opposites must be combined. Plus goes to the minus, the electron to the positron, the atoms combine into molecules, and they form various substances. In the animal world, there are couples that live together for a season, or even a lifetime. But for some reason, the relationships among human beings are getting worse. We don't seem to get along. In Scandinavia, 40 to 45% of people live alone. In Spain, the number of marriages over the last 30 years has decreased by 50%, and the birth rate is lower than in the 18th century. In Singapore, the birth rate is the lowest in the world. In this case, having a family prevents people from achieving success in business, which is considered the most important thing in life. Nowadays, in developed countries, people are in no hurry to marry. They strive for freedom, to live for themselves. Also, to connect your life with another person, to exist in one apartment, to give birth, to raise children, to think about them from morning till night. What for? What pleasure will the family give me? Nevertheless, Kabbalah says that family life can be transformed from being a boring, everyday job into a real adventure. In this instance, satisfaction arises as a result of one complementing the other, in which the spouses reveal life flowing between them the same way as blood flows through the veins, up to the point where everyone begins to live one in another as if dwelling in one body. The wisdom of Kabbalah says that nature has a program and an ultimate goal. Based on this, apparently the separation into a small family and wider circles such as relatives, acquaintances, the region where we live, the city, country, people, continents, is no coincidence. The whole world is divided into circles like diverging waves. Therefore, if we correctly build marital relations, we can establish connections with all other people. So how do we build family relations? Practical actions. Spouses should start with the realization that there are two egoists facing each other and separated by an infinite distance. Now, everyone should leave their primal point and begin to approach their partner. The connection is based on mutual concessions. In no case do we correct the partner, but accept him as he is and try to become an addition to him so that we have some kind of common territory. In each of us, there are protrusions and notches with which we enter each other. If we interact in this format, play by giving each other concessions, mutual love will begin to grow between us. This is not the same love as when we kissed under the stars, but the type of love that we ourselves create. As a result, not he and she appear, but that common thing, which is called a family or a couple. After that, we will begin to expand our borders, and gradually we will begin to relate in the same way to all of humanity, which is essentially one big family.
Microphone helps at a time like this. So, okay, guys, we will now move to our round discussion. But first, let's go over our etiquette rules. Okay, if I can remind you to turn your cameras on if at all possible. And we are here to build a space of support, love, care, and warmth. Everyone is equal and very important. No one person is more important than another. We go round the table and speak briefly and on topic. Okay, speak briefly because we want to get everyone in, unlike the last activity. And please, please stay on topic. Listen attentively, and if possible, try to add to the person that went before you. And there are no right or wrong answers. The truth is in the center of our connection. Okay, so bon appetit. And the first question for our round discussion is, what is the foundation for a happy relationship? So what is the foundation for a happy relationship? And I think I should have a list here somewhere. And there it is. So we'll start off, please, with Willie. Willie, what is the foundation for a happy relationship?
Oh, being able to give in to the other person. When you try to force your way only and try to make the other person please you or do what you want, it doesn't really work out that well because they don't feel that. So you have to feel what you're doing. So try to meet their needs, and it work out better for you.
Thank you, Willie. That was awesome. And Roberta, please.
Thank you. I would say the same what Willie's saying is, but also, you have to know what you want in life. Know what you want in a relationship. A lot of people go into relationships thinking that the other person is going to fix them. And I think that's with age and wisdom, and, you learn as you go. And now I see, if I was to date somebody, what I'm really looking for is an equal partner, someone that, wants to, do a concession, and also back and forth, have a relationship where it's both sided, not just one that I'm looking to get something from somebody. So the foundation is so important, what you're going into the relationship with. So if you have a solid, thought of what you're looking for, I'm sure you're going to attract the same person that's looking for the same. So foundation is what you bring to the table, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberta. That was great. And Mary, please.
Thanks, guys. I'm listening, but I forgot what the question was. Oh, what is the foundation for a good family?
No, what is the foundation for a happy relationship?
Like love? Okay. I don't know. I'm on match.com right now. And I've met nice people, but I just keep thinking I'm gonna want to be with someone who understands things like that there's no right or wrong answers, that the truth is in the center of our connection. Someone who has the same convictions, I think. Convictions. Yes.
Thank you, Mary.
And finds joy in the same things. You have to find joy in the same things, don't you? I mean,
absolutely.
If you're like up here and the other person's down here, it's not gonna, yeah. So
okay. Thank you. Good luck with that. Nina, please.
Yeah, those are great answers. I would add that I think what I think one of the hosts said it in the beginning, what makes most relationships fail nowadays is selfishness. So a good foundation for a relationship is selflessness, where you're wanting to give more than you receive.
Thank you, Nina. And finally, for this question, we're going to have to move on because time is running out quickly. So, Susie, what is the foundation for a happy relationship? Please.
I believe that it's really important that you know what you want, so that and to express that, because so many times people, they have desires but they don't want to say it just in case there'll be some rejection, and then they get together and then all the stuff comes up. So I think it's imperative to be honest, and I think it's also very important for people to put spirit first, because I was lucky enough to have this teacher that he made sure if you were in a relationship, he'd say, stay out of the amorous, put the physical last, make sure you can function together spiritually. And then when you add the physical, it's really, really fun. But anyway, I love this topic. So yeah, knowing who we are, knowing what we need, and being able to express it and say, and be honest about deal breakers, you know? So anyway, okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Susie. That was awesome. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? So we'll move on now to the second question.
Rob, before you move on, could I just toss in a real quick thing?
Go on then, buddy. Yeah, very quickly.
Okay, thanks. Tagging on to what Susie said about honesty, 2 words: honest communication. That's what I think is the foundation. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Barry. Okay, so the second question is, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner? Okay, so how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner? And we'll start with Rono, please.
I think that it's about doing them even if in the beginning they might seem one-sided. Because if everyone is waiting for the other to go first, then nothing happens. And if you do, then you'll see that it bounces back to you also.
Thank you, Rono. And Barry, if you could answer this question, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner? Keep it quick, Barry.
Yeah, I think just knowing that we're doing something selfless for them that is going to bring them joy. I think that's where satisfaction can come.
Excellent answer, Barry. And Elisa, please.
Yeah, I was thinking that, sometimes giving is sort of a receiving, because when you give someone that you really like or love, to your child or to your partner, you really receive the pleasure of giving and anticipating a pleasure that they will receive from you giving. It's very interesting. It's giving becomes receiving.
Thank you, Lisa. And Stephanie, please. Question again, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner?
You got to be honest. You got to be trustworthy. You got to be equal. You got to love each other. You got to understand it. We'll have to want the same thing. For the relationship to work, we'll want the same thing, are willing to compromise with each other to make the relationship work.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. And now it's myself. And I'd just like to add to what everyone else said. When we make concessions, at first it might seem that it's the negative thing to do. I'm the weak person. I'm giving in and allowing myself to be trampled on. But we find out after that that's not such a bad thing, because it brings joy and happiness into the relationship and understanding. and all the things that you guys have spoke about. So, Nancy, how can you enjoy the concessions that you make for your partner, if you have one?
Hi, you said Nancy, right?
Yes, love.
Hi. I'm so sorry. I'm so discombobulated because I was late getting on here and nothing's working right. But okay. I have a hard time figuring this one out. I've been thinking and thinking, but I don't have a partner right now, but I do have this friend, and I guess I care enough about the guy that I find that it's easy for me to make changes to make him happier than me. And I don't really understand it because he drives me nuts. But somehow, I don't know. I guess it's got something to do with that they're happy, then you're happy. That's all I can come up with. I'm sorry.
That's all you can come up with. That was awesome, Nancy. Thank you. And Linda, please.
Well, if you're making concessions to your partner and your partner's making concessions for you, that'll make you both happy because you're both getting what you want. Maybe not at the minute you want, but you get what you want. And that makes for a great partnership.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Dan, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner?
Because there's purpose in them. I've got Facebook is actually overflowing. So let me read you some here. Tizipi says, by realizing that only through the concessions of each other, we will be able to grow by giving example for each other. What's the best way to come to a true connection that's the best way to come to a true connection in the relationship. And David Mancini says, making your reward the pleasure of the other. Very nice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. And Willie, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner?
I think it's been stated, but when you do something and you see that smile on their face and you put that smile on their face, that will give you the greatest enjoyment. And even if you can't make them smile, make a joke, make them laugh. That's the second best thing.
Thank you, Willie. And that's something you're very good at.
A quick question, and maybe this is where they came up with concession stands. At they have food and cake, and so if you both have concessions, maybe that's where you get cake and all the sweets. Just joking. Good.
Okay, well, it's your turn, Roberta. So
it is. There you go. That's my answer. How do you enjoy the concessions? Well, we could use what I just said as a joke, but when you make those concessions, things turn out sweeter because you both put an effort into it. It's not one-sided, and when you're both doing it, you both put an effort, and it just makes things sweeter.
Thank you, Roberta. And Mary, oh, by the way, guys, I'm enjoying this so much. I'm completely lost track of time. So when we're ready to move on, you just jump in there, Linda. Okay? So in the meantime, Mary, how can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner?
I forgot this was going to be recorded and then go on Facebook and everything. So I'm I'm going to be a little bit more shy. I just realized that. How can I enjoy the concessions? And just to see their face light up, and see them smile. It's from above, and it's the greatest thing that that a person can experience in life. It's not all these external things. It's just seeing that person's face light up, and So next.
Thank you, Mary. We should have told you earlier we were live. That was awesome. Nina, please. How can we enjoy the concessions we make for our partner?
I forget who said, I think Willie said something about putting a smile on their face. Some people are naturally more giving than others, but I think it's also like like a muscle that you flex and practice, and practice makes perfect. Build stronger giving muscles. But yeah, it's like preparing their favorite meal and watching them enjoy it. Even if you're on a diet, then you can't enjoy it with them. But or watching a movie that they prefer to watch, and I hate that genre, but I'll watch it because they want to watch it. But that's just part of being in a relationship, and you enjoy it because it strengthens the relationship.
Thank you, Nina.
Okay,
Some
Rob,
great examples there. Okay,
it's
over to you
time.
then.
It's time for our open diner dance. We're going to do a traditional open diner chair dance. It's a lot of fun. Don't knock it till you try it. The way it works is kind of like follow the leader, meaning that we have fun to the music, and one person at a time is displayed on the screen. When you come up on the screen, do a dance move. Just something with your arms is okay. And everyone will copy your move. When others are displayed on the screen, you follow their move. When it's your turn, a text box will open up on the screen. It's just telling you that you're being spotlighted. Ignore it, don't read it, or you'll look like this while you're reading it. So let's let loose, have fun. It's a great way to connect with each other and lift your spirits. Let's go.
We all smile, we all laugh. Sometimes we cry, sometimes we dance. It doesn't matter where we live, how we look, if it's small or big. We're all the same in our hearts, and that's the point where friendship starts, because we we share, we're all the same in our hearts, where our true connection starts, because we
All right. Great dancing, everyone. Now
was
we'll
fun.
give you. Yeah.
Okay, now we'll give you an opportunity to catch your breath. Meanwhile, we'll go over those extra practical tips for your relationships.
Does the music stop?
Okay, we'll go over those extra practical tips for your relationships, which we promised in the beginning. Are you ready? Here we go.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Okay, number 1. Never go to sleep angry. Every day is a new life. Make concessions and never take your problems to bed with you. Forgive easily and move on. Number 2. Hug often and sincerely. Research has found that a hug that lasts 20 seconds is extremely meaningful and beneficial. Try to make it a habit to hug for 20 seconds before leaving for work every day. Number 3. Never yell. It's important to learn to fight well. Fights and quarrels are pretty normal in everyday relationships. However, try to never raise your voice and never resort to threats, insults, or humiliation. You'll accomplish much more if you speak calmly. If you can't do that, stop and agree to come back to this conversation later when both of you have had a chance to calm down. Number 4. Be a good listener. Practice mindful listening without interrupting. Often people just need to be heard, and there is no need for a wise and thoughtful response. It's enough to just listen. Number 5. Rekindle the romance. Some couples just get used to the daily routine. Rekindle the romance. Go on dates. Surprise your partner. Write them love notes. Cook meals and so on. Above all, give more than you receive. Try to derive pleasure from giving to the person you love. Linda, please.
Okay. We have an exercise now. Building an intention for the week. Theory really comes to life when you implement and apply it. So our practical task for this week is to try to feel joy from giving to others. For example, you can cook a tasty meal for your partner and feel how much they enjoy it. Give them a massage. And when there's a disagreement, try to concede. Give them what they want. Try to practice these acts of giving as much as you can, but at least twice a day. And we can start now by setting an intention together. Everyone, please take a moment to think about it. What is your intention for this week in improving your relationships? Okay, I'll start, I guess. Cooking a good meal, a meal that they like. Who's next?
Okay. I'm so busy these days doing lots of different projects that I quite often get a little bit snappy and impatient. So I am going to really try this week to not be so snappy and not be so impatient.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with my commitment to meditate every morning to start the day off right. And on that note, I'm going to put in a cheap plug for my meditation class that you're all invited to. Just look for Meditation 001 here on Meetup. It's going to be Thursday evenings from 8 to 9. So you're all invited.
Can I go, if that's okay? Me? I'm sorry, I can't tell. Am I?
Go ahead, Nancy.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I was going to say, I have some friends that each one of them seems to be going through something or another. So I think my best intention would be to try to stay on top with them, to at least give them support, if nothing else, and do whatever it is that I think I can do that would help them out.
I'm going to have to commit to watching movies that my wife want to watch.
Romance.
Yes, break the routine. That's the best, I think.
Sorry, Mary, did you say romance?
Don't ladies like romance and guys like action?
Sounds like it.
Just in my family.
My
That's good to
intention,
me.
my intention is small acts of to show my appreciation and kindness, because I too have been extremely busy lately, and sometimes I'm just like rushing from one task to another, and I don't, take those moments to say thank you or to do something really nice, and I want to pay more attention to that.
And I'm going to say that I'm not going to wait on somebody else for a relationship. This is not a bad thing. I'm going to take everything everybody said here tonight, which is amazing, and live every day, whether it's with a partner, whether it's with a friend, whether it's with family, whoever it is, and be this person that sounds so great for this relationship. I'd love to meet this person, by the way, but why not be the person first? And that person will definitely be attracted to that. So I'm going to live out what everybody's saying here and be hopeful. And I wish the best for everybody here to find that special partner. But it starts, I think, with inside us. And hearing what everybody said tonight, I think you guys are all beautiful souls. Thank you.
One soul.
My commitment is to give more hugs and longer ones too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Rob. I'm gonna slow it down a bit for others around me, and I feel that I'm missing something when I'm trying to move so fast. I think you miss a lot, and those other people know that.
I think it's really important. Is somebody else going?
No, I was just asking if everybody had gone yet, but.
Susie, you muted yourself.
Okay, I think it's really important that we're really honest. And I like what Rob said. I think it's really important that I'm having to be patient way more than I want to. You find yourself with all, and you want to react. And so, yeah, I'm apologizing to my kitty because she keeps me up all night, and I hollered at her and I was like so freaked out. So I've been loving her and petting her. And so my thing is to be a little bit more patient and to be honest. If I'm feeling crappy, be honest about it so that I can heal. If I'm just pretending like it's not there, then it doesn't go away. Love you guys.
Thank you, Susie, and thank you, everybody. What a great show. I've really enjoyed it. Despite the technical issues we had in the middle there, I think it's been absolutely fantastic. So next Thursday, we'll continue talking about how to achieve a spiritual connection. And we will delve deeper into this topic and give you some more practical tips. You'll find the invite on Facebook and Meetup. Please RSVP, follow and subscribe, and you'll be notified about all our events. We hope to see you next Thursday. Bring your friends too if you think they can benefit from this event. Yes, we have a link slide up there. You can see us on facebook.com, meetup.com, youtube.com, and we have a brand new podcast on Anchor FM. So jump onto them, like us, subscribe, and all those wonderful things and spread the news. Okay. Thank you all for joining and taking part. And please continue to join us every Thursday at 6:30. Spread the word and remember to bring your friends. Bye for now.
Thanks, everybody.
Amazing.
Big
Thank you.
Thank
Love
you all.
guys.
Thank you, everybody. See you
Good
next
night.
week.
Bye-bye. Thank
Have a
you
good week.
so much.
Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
See you next time.
Bye-bye,
Lakayam.
Next time.
Okay, Lakayam.
Good night, John Boy.
everybody.
Where the hell's John Boy?
Night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Thank you, Rob. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Robin, Linda, and everybody.
You know we're off, right?